The scary truth about wasting time isn't that you're losing hours, it's that you're practicing something, every second of it. And after enough practice, you become it. Think about that for a second. Every time you tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," you're practicing being the person who says tomorrow. Every time you avoid the difficult thing, you're practicing avoidance. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you're practicing comfort. And eventually, something happens. It stops being a choice you make. It becomes who you are. That's the part nobody talks about. Most people think they're waiting to get disciplined, waiting to get motivated, waiting for the version of themselves that finally gets their life together. But you're not waiting. That's the scary part. Because while you think nothing is happening, something is. Every day is teaching your brain who you are. Every day is collecting evidence. Evidence that says, this is what we do. This is who we are. This is what we can expect from ourselves. And the longer that pattern repeats, the more real it becomes. Not because you chose it, because you practiced it. That's why two people can want the exact same thing and end up becoming completely different people. One practices showing up. The other practices putting it off. One practices discomfort. The other practices escape. And after enough repetitions, those practices become identities. Which means the question isn't what you want to become. The question is, what are you practicing right now? The thing that really changed how I saw this was realizing that the consequences aren't immediate. That's why nobody notices. If every bad habit punished you instantly, nobody would do it. If every skipped workout made you weaker overnight, you'd never skip one. If every hour of scrolling immediately took something away from your future, you'd put the phone down. But that's not how it works. The cost is delayed. So delayed that most people never connect the cause to the effect. The person who struggles to focus today wasn't created today. The person who never follows through wasn't created today. The person who keeps choosing comfort wasn't created today. They were built gradually, day by day, choice by choice, repetition by repetition. And because the change was invisible, it felt like nothing was happening. But something was happening the entire time. I think that's why so many people feel stuck. Not because they're incapable, not because they're lazy, but because they underestimate how much ordinary days matter. They think their life is shaped by the big decisions, the big opportunities, the big turning points. But most of the time, your life is being shaped by what you do on a random Tuesday. A day that feels completely forgettable. A day you'll never remember. Those are the days doing most of the work. That's the scary part. The scary part isn't that you wasted a day. The scary part is that the day didn't disappear. It added something. Every day leaves evidence. Evidence about what you'll tolerate. Evidence about what you'll avoid. Evidence about what you'll do when things become uncomfortable. And your brain keeps score, even when you don't. But here's the good news. The process works both ways. Because if repetition can build the wrong identity, it can build the right one too. The same brain that learned distraction can learn focus. The same person who practiced avoidance can practice action. The same person who spent years putting things off can become someone who follows through. Not through motivation, not through some perfect routine. The same way every identity is built, one repetition at a time, one ordinary day at a time, one decision at a time. So maybe the real question isn't, when am I finally going to change? Maybe the real question is, what am I practicing today? Because whatever you're practicing, you're becoming. Whether you realize it or not. whether you intended it or not. You're becoming someone. The only question is, who?